Hey, what is going on, everyone? I'm so glad you took your time to spend with me right here today. I am your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson, and last night, ladies and gentlemen, at the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey, was WrestleMania 29. I will get to my win and fail for that, and before I do, the pre-show match was the Intercontinental Championship match against Wade Barrett when he faced The Miz. And The Miz won the Intercontinental Championship over Wade Barrett. I was a little skeptic of this at first. Right now I actually don't mind Miz being champ because right now Wade Barrett will hopefully exert himself into the world title picture soon. So I like that there is a new Intercontinental champ. It is a little questionable for the Miz to be champ. I'd rather someone else be the Intercontinental champion. But I don't mind Wade Barrett losing because right now he can be elevated now to the world title picture. And right now, my review and the results for WrestleMania 29. The show kicked off with The Shield. And they won over the Big Show, Randy Orton and Sheamus. Because Randy Orton tagged himself in when the Big Show was reaching over for a tag with Sheamus to get him in the ring. Orton tagged himself in. Big Show didn't like it. Of course. That's why he didn't save anyone on his team for them to win. So I like that the Big Show was just there. The way he reacted was genius. And the important thing is that the Shield won because they have a lot of momentum on their side. Keep it going for the Shield. Let's see where it goes from here. Believe in the Shield. I know I did last night at WrestleMania. Ryback and Mark Henry went one-on-one. Now, I like that Mark Henry won the match, but what was important is for Ryback to get his WrestleMania moment, and after the match, he shell-shocked Mark Henry. I think that is what needed to happen for this match. I didn't actually mind Mark Henry winning because he just came back a few months ago, and right now he is looking good, and so is Ryback. So really, no one really got hurt in whoever won or lost because both superstars benefited from this match. So I'd like to see if this rivalry will continue throughout the weeks on WWE Raw and SmackDown, or is this it for Ryback and Mark Henry? Also last night, the tag team titles were on the line. It was Team Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston with AJ in their corner, and they took on the champs Daniel Bryan and Kane. And Daniel Bryan and Kane bet Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. What I like that came out of that match was that Big E Langston never got pinned. It was Dolph Ziggler that got pinned by Daniel Bryan, in which they won victorious and retained their titles. That's the good thing that came out of that match. And also, it made the tag team champs look very good. And I wonder what's going to happen now between Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Are they going to split up now? Is Dolph Ziggler going to cash in Money in the Bank? Will that ever happen? But did it happen at WrestleMania? I will let you know later on in this review of WrestleMania. Also last night, it was Chris Jericho going one-on-one with the debut of Fandango. I loved Fandango's entrance, and I also liked Chris Jericho's entrance. So it was a win-win situation for both guys for their entrances. And as well as, I liked that Fandango needed this win, and he did win over Chris Jericho, and some say it's the biggest upset in WrestleMania history. I really can't argue with that because it definitely is, and Fandango needed that win. I'm glad he got the win over Chris Jericho. But something Chris Jericho said on an exclusive interview after WrestleMania is that where does It's not where does Fandango go from here. It's can he capitalize on this victory over Chris Jericho? Let's see what happens tonight on Raw and over the weeks to come to see where this character of Fandango is going. Also last night, the World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Jack Swagger was the defending World Heavyweight Champ, and he won by submission over Jack Swagger. I like that Alberto Del Rio won at the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania. But I also like that it really didn't matter who won or lost this match, because the rivalry will continue, and I think it will. And because Alberto won, now that Zeb Coulter is going to be talking about more and more why Jack Swagger should have won, and that if Jack Swagger actually won the world title, Alberto Del Rio would have a rematch anyway. So it's a win-win situation for both superstars, because Jack Swagger will get his rematch. So I like to see what's going to happen now with these two in the world title picture. And I also like that Dolph Ziggler did not cash in, because there's still unfinished business with Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. Also last night, The Undertaker went one-on-one with CM Punk. And my sub-win was that Living Color introduced CM Punk to the cult of personality. To the cult of personality. Can't go wrong with Living Color. That entrance was amazing. It took P. Diddy's it took a Sean P. Diddy Cohn's concert to shame for sure. So I think sometimes the WWE needs to add more cooler, artists and bands for their grand stage, such as WrestleMania. So I don't know about P. Diddy, but I like that In Living Color shine last night when CM Punk came out, and surprisingly with Paul Heyman. So I like that Paul Heyman, the little things Paul Heyman was doing at the ringside, telling CM Punk what to do, how to do it, was just amazing. And I like that Undertaker won. The streak is still intact, 20-1-0. And I also like that. What also good, the other good thing that came out of that was CM Punk can actually benefit from this loss. I'm wondering if CM Punk is actually going to turn back to a good guy right now after that loss, or will the evolving of the CM Punk heel will continue. So I'm interested to see CM Punk tonight on SmackDown to see where he goes from here after he lost to The Undertaker. Will this be another evolution bit to his character? We'll see tonight on WWE Raw. Also last night, Triple H won his match in a no-holds-barred victory over Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in his corner. I like that we saw Paul Heyman twice in 2 matches, and I like that both Paul Heyman guys lost, because I'm wondering how Paul Heyman is going to react if he does show up tonight on Raw, as well as Triple H. I like that Triple H won because he got his revenge, and I like that this might have been his last match, because, like I said before, going into a match with Brock Lesnar is career threatening anyway. So it won't be surprising to me if Triple H does retire after this match. Even though he won, I could still see him retire. And the main event was actually, before I get to the main event, there was a match scrapped due to the length of time. It was supposed to be Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls versus Team Rose Scholars and the Bella Twins. So I guess there wasn't enough time to have that match. I really don't mind not showing this match. I actually forgot about it almost, because the way WrestleMania was going, the way the matches were laid out on the card from start to finish was just amazing. The lineup of matches was very, very well done, I thought. And it really wouldn't make sense even to have that 8-person mixed tag team match, because it was, the world title, from the world title picture to the Undertaker CM Punk to the No Holds Barred match to the WWE Championship match. The lineup of matches, you really couldn't go wrong. Last night WrestleMania pulled off an amazing show. And with that being said, so did John Cena and The Rock. I was actually on the edge of my seat during some of the big moves, such as the AA and the Rock Bottom. And even the near falls. There was only a couple of times I thought it was over. And I also thought it was better than their first match at WrestleMania 28 because of that. And I like that John Cena one. He got his redemption over The Rock. What he said in the ring with The Rock after the match, I have no idea. Maybe they're planning on a tiebreaker. I don't know. It's possible, but we'll see. Tonight on Raw. Now, usually on Monday Night Raw, the one after WrestleMania is the one that's the most important. Usually someone returns. Someone turns heel or someone turns face. Will any of that happen tonight on Raw? Well, let's just see what happens. For the MRB Wrestling Review Show, I am Mike Big Rock Wilson signing out. And I hope you enjoyed last night's show of WrestleMania 29 in the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey. Get plenty of rest. And always do your best.